Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up as I bring to you a tale of justice, a story of triumph that reasserts the undeniable spirit of America, or as I like to call it, the day sanity prevailed in the Supreme Court. In a breathtaking display of judicial clarity, the U.S. Supreme Court has once again underscored the principle that in America, the people's choice reigns supreme. Yes, I'm talking about our fearless leader, Donald J. Trump, whose rightful place on the Colorado ballot was questioned by, let's just say, less visionary individuals. Now, in a turn of events that can only be described as a slap in the face to overreaching state powers, the court unanimously declared that no state, not even Colorado, can disqualify a candidate for federal office over claims of insurrection. Imagine that, trying to sideline the people's champion based on a bunch of unfounded accusations. But as we've seen time and time again, truth and justice find their way. Let's dig a bit deeper, shall we? The core of this legal masterpiece revolves around the 14th Amendment, yes, that's the one right after the 13th, for those following along. It's been mistakenly brandished by some to disqualify federal candidates. But here's the kicker: the Supreme Court, in its infinite wisdom, pointed out that this power doesn't belong to the states but to Congress alone. So, to those in Colorado dreaming of overstepping their bounds, it's time to wake up and smell the constitutionality. But wait, there's more. For justices, including those who often lean to the liberal side of the scale, dared to say the decision went too far. But let's be real, in matters of safeguarding our democracy and ensuring the voice of the people is heard, can one really go too far? I think not. Now, let's talk about the timing. This ruling didn't just fall from the sky, it landed with impeccable timing, right before Super Tuesday. Talk about a plot twist. This wasn't just a victory lap for Trump, it was a marathon win on the eve of one of the most crucial moments in the primary cycle. Coincidence? I'll let you be the judge. And amidst all this, who stands tall but our hero, Donald J. Trump, taking the ruling in stride and focusing on the bigger picture, unifying the country. Yet, despite his olive branch, his critics continue their relentless attacks. Talk about ungrateful. But let's not forget the underdogs in this saga, the 6 valiant voters from Colorado. Armed with nothing but their convictions, they took on a battle they believed in. While history might not remember their names, their audacity to stand up against a political juggernaut will be noted in the annals of, well, misplaced efforts. In a peculiar turn, the court didn't wade into the murky waters of whether Trump engaged in insurrection. Instead, they took the high road, focusing on the legalities, leaving the court of public opinion to its own devices. A wise move, avoiding the quagmire of political debate. Now, let's pour one out for our friends in Maine and Illinois, who saw their similar efforts thwarted by this ruling. But, in the spirit of fairness, it's essential to understand that this isn't just about keeping one man on the ballot, it's about preserving the sanctity of our electoral process and ensuring that every voice, every vote, has its day in court, or, in this case, out of it. In conclusion, what we've witnessed here is not just a victory for Donald Trump or his supporters. It's a win for the constitutional framework that underpins our great nation. It's a reminder that while the court of public opinion can be loud, the rule of law is paramount. So, as we march towards November, let's remember this moment, not as a footnote, but as a landmark decision that upheld the principles our country stands for. Thank you, Supreme Court, for keeping the torch of democracy burning bright. And to the rest of the country, I say, let the races begin, and may the best president win again.